Hey guys, welcome back to another video of the channel. I just finished my Alice in Wonderland painting. Hope you guys like it. This one took me longer than my other paintings because I didn't really have any idea of where I was heading with this one or the colors I was going to use, and had to kind of freestyle the background so it all fits together and makes sense. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed me getting drunk. It was quite embarrassing, so yeah, pretty funny actually. Shit, I've got a hole in my pants. Is my Patreon account that you can follow to get more of an insight into my paintings and the step-by-step process of what I do before this video is released. And also thank you very much to my Patreons for supporting me, because it means a lot. It's just a bit more security while I do my art, and yeah, it helps me to create furthermore pieces. Alright, thank you very much and enjoy the video. Yeah, catch Bo and Luke fighting in the background.
Damn.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. And wowee, what an episode was last one. Clearly Jay had way too much to drink, and he should have just stopped at the bottle, but he had all those side drinks as well, and he had the beers, the Woodstocks, and yeah, he ended up blacking out and he was unable to complete the painting until a few days later. Yeah, of course I was there to sweep up all the mess and shit, and boy was it messy, but hey, it was my idea, so it's my fault, kind of. I'll take part responsibility. Anyway, back at it with another Reddit topic. This is going to be quite a long video because this painting took over 18 hours for Jay to paint, so I picked a relatively long discussion, and this discussion is under the subreddit of relationships. So I'm just going to get straight into it. So this woman is 36 years old, and she says, "My husband, who was 38, obsession with owls is ruining our marriage." So this guy has an obsession with owls, the animal. If you can't understand my accent, which I'm sure you can, but yeah. So this lady wrote, "Throwaway," which means in Reddit terms, throwaway account, a spare anonymous account that no one knows of. So throwaway, because my husband knows my account, but he'll probably find this post anyway while searching Reddit for owl content. Yes, this situation is as ridiculous as the title makes it sound. And yes, this sounds like a shit post. At least I would have thought so too, up until a few days ago. To sum up this batshit situation, my husband has become obsessed with owls. At first I thought this was all the lead up to a very elaborate April Fool's Day joke, but now that we're well past that, I'm wondering if he legitimately has a mental illness. This all started as a dumb inside joke between us. He used to say that owls must not be real because he's never seen one in the wild. I'd point out that we've seen them at wildlife rescues, and he'd respond that those were elaborate fakes. Ha ha ha, right? Then one evening, a few weeks ago, he went out jogging around dusk and saw a great horned owl. He told me all about this several times over the next few days, so he was obviously very excited about what he saw. The next weekend, he took me and the kids out to see where he saw the owl near the same time to see if he could spot it again. Sure enough, there was his friend the owl sitting on a branch, and we all saw it. My husband finally saw the owl, and we can stop this dumb joke, or so I thought. Over the last few weeks, he's become completely obsessed with owls. He's building owl boxes, hoping to attach screech owls to our yard. During meals, he'll ask the kids what their favourite species of owl is. If they pick one he doesn't like, or they don't answer, he gets legitimately annoyed. Okay, so he likes owls, and he gets a bit weird at times. But here's the worst part. He's also working on some kind of medieval fantasy owl RPG, so RPG means role-playing game. Just for those who didn't know. Where the owls cast spells and somehow use weapons. It's pretty cool, sounds cool to me. He told me about it one night and I blurted out, "How do they hold the weapons in their wings?" To my complete surprise, he hadn't considered that. He then took an extra notebook from our school supplies, labelled it owl weapons, and started sketching. So he's very excited, just working on a new project it seems, since his discovery of the existence of owls. Once he was done, he showed me a couple of the sketches and talked me through, in a superior tone, because I'm the idiot here, how he thinks obviously a civilization of intelligent owls will learn how to build tools and even weapons like beak-sharpened spears that fit in a custom rabbit leather wing harness. Oh, that was a lot to take in. He's even working on this when he's supposed to be working from home. Apparently last Friday he spent most of the day at work, coming up with various languages and customs of the owl tribes that exist in his game universe. The straw that broke the camel's back came last. The straw that broke the camel's back came. The straw that broke the camel's back came late. The straw that broke the straw that broke the camel's back came late last week. The straw that broke the camel's back came late last week when he announced that we'd all be playtesting the game this weekend. I could not contain my horror. After the kids went to bed, I sat him down and went over my concerns. I uttered a sentence that I never thought I'd need to say to a loved one. Your obsession with owls is jeopardizing your job and this marriage. He started coming up with excuses, saying that it was just a hobby. I suggested maybe seeing a professional and he flew off the handle. He moped around the rest of the weekend and made a big dramatic showing of burning the owl weapons and other various notebooks outside the fire pit while he stared at the fire drinking. In spite of all this, I saw him looking at our Nest cameras last night before bed. So what do? I'm not fearing for my safety here, but this isn't normal, right? Well-adjusted people don't go from seeing exactly one owl to writing 20 pages on how the Eastern River Bard tribe is at war with the goblin allied hawk souls since the great convergence of Who Gives a Fuck. Jesus, this girl can write an essay in a sentence. Fuck. Let me get my breath back. Whew. I know this sounds insane, fake, and juvenile, but apparently so is my husband. With everything going on right now, I really like my old husband back, rather than whatever Al Tolkien, whatever the fuck that means, he's aspiring to become. Well, look, personally that was a lot to take in, and in my personal opinion, it is a bit of an extreme to go from not even thinking about owls to making a whole game of owls in a few days and being so obsessed with it. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to diagnose him with anything. That would be rather ignorant and foolish of me. Now, you didn't really provide any details about his life beforehand. Has he always had this type of personality where he just puts all his attention on one project at a time? Does he suffer from anything like ADD or ADHD? I'm not really sure of his pre-existing conditions, or it is pretty weird to just burn all your stuff in a fire and drink after the comment that the wife made. That, yeah, it does seem a bit over the top to me. So maybe there are some underlying issues here that needs resolving. And also, due to this global pandemic, it does sound like he's got some time on his hands. Maybe he's in a state of a bit of confusion or something. From going to work every day to being at home, it's a bit of a switch up in lifestyle. So maybe that's also directly impacting his behavior. Maybe he's just bored with his life, and this discovery of the existence of owls is something that's so exciting to him. He's just giving it all his attention right now. I don't know. It could even be just a midlife crisis that he's going through, and this is his coping mechanism. Who knows? I think you should really focus on if it's really affecting your family or not, because if it's not really affecting your family, then maybe just let him enjoy his little obsession with owls, and maybe it'll go away in a few weeks. As you said, it's only been a few days, so maybe he'll get bored of it real quick. It's like when you first discover a TV show on Netflix or a series and you're just hooked and you can't stop. So maybe it's just that. He could be sitting in the lounge room all day watching TV shows, but instead he's just putting all his attention on the topic of owls. So maybe it's not as bad as you think. I mean, I can sit all day and watch a whole series, and you know, I don't think that's a problem, even though it kind of is, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so in conclusion, I don't know, you shouldn't have been so hard on him, even though it is a bit weird that his obsession with owls went from 0 to 100. You should be happy he's not turning his attention to drugs and other bitches, and you should be happy that it's not affecting your family. It's just a hobby on an animal of nature. Yeah, I don't know the full context of it, even though what you wrote sounded pretty obsessive, and I don't know his pre-existing conditions, if he even has any, but yeah, that's just my opinion on the topic. I really hope everything works out. Alright guys, thanks for listening. As usual, there's going to be a lot more videos on this channel. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers, and the drunk video did help a little bit. I'm going to present new ideas to Jay to put on this channel, obviously around the topic of painting, but mix it up and make it a little bit more interesting and fun. So yeah, thanks guys for listening. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments what you think about this guy's obsession with owls, and what your thoughts are on that topic. Okay guys, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.